guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing a review of our Boxycharm box for the month of November. It's November 2018. The year is almost done. I can't believe that we're almost to 2019. I feel like time is flying by way too fast. So today we are going to be diving through the entire box, all of the products that I received in this month's box, all 5, and I'm gonna be letting you know how these worked on me. I've been trying out this box. I actually received it last week, so I've been using it every single day, all of the products, the highlighter, the palettes, every single thing on here. So I do have a very good roundup of how they worked, how I like them, and I will be letting you in on all of those details in this video. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel before you leave. I'd love to have you as part of this little community that I'm trying to grow here on YouTube. And without further ado, if you want to see how I created this look using the products in my Boxycharm box for the month of November, then please stay on and keep on watching. Guys, so let's dive right in. And the very first thing that I thought was really interesting about this month's box in particular was Kim Kardashian's sponsoring or being sponsored by Boxycharm. I believe they did like a partnership or something like that, where she did this whole unboxing of her box on her Instagram, and it was super impressive for me because I can see how Boxycharm is just growing and it's everywhere, and I believe that it's because you're getting so much more value for what you're paying every month. We're paying $21 every single month, and the products that you get in here, I mean, the highlighter alone is $42, so you're getting your money's worth with this box. So I thought it was super impressive to see how much it's growing. Now when I saw Kim's box and I saw the CoverFX glitter drops, which is the very first product that I'm going to be talking about, I saw her get these drops and I knew how much these retail for. I was like, no way I'm gonna get those products. Come on, Boxycharm, you just gave her like the very best of products to try out because she's sponsored, and us little people are gonna get something else. But lo and behold, we did receive those products, because the very first product that I'm gonna be talking about are the CoverFX glitter drops. Now, I've been intrigued by this product for so long, but I've never gotten around to buying it. But I've actually been more drawn to the metallic ones, the ones that don't have the glitter. The very first one that they dropped, those are the ones that I really want to purchase. But this one is the glitter version, so it does have a lot of glitter in here. So when I did the swatch on my hand, and you're gonna see that on the insert that I'm gonna show right now, I put way too much product on the back of my hand and I spread it around, and it goes a long way. But once it spreads out, yeah, it's very glowy and very luminous, but you're gonna get glitter everywhere. I personally was not a fan of this product or this version of the product because it just has way too much glitter for me. I don't like highlighters that have that glitter, and I believe I'm only going to be using this one for eyeshadow. There was a previous Boxycharm box where I received the Tarteist Pro Glow liquid highlighter, and I got that one, and I've been using it as an eyeshadow every single day for work, and it's worked wonderful. But I've just haven't had much luck with liquid highlighters for the body. I'm still looking for the perfect one. I tried an affordable version, the hard candy one, which if you haven't seen that review, I will link it right up here. I tried that one, it didn't work. It was way too sticky, spoilers. And now trying this one, I love the glowiness that it gives the body. I am wearing it on my body right now, and I just didn't want to wear it on my face today. It's not the highlight that I'm wearing on my face. I didn't want to because of that glitter. I just don't like glitters on highlighters. I'd rather have that smooth, just wet look to the skin. It does look really beautiful on the skin, but I don't know if the camera is picking it up. But in person, if you look up close, you're gonna see, and even from far away, I mean, my husband noticed. He's like, why are you wearing all of that glitter? Because I literally look like I dumped glitter on my body. So I wasn't a fan of that. I'm not a fan of this version, but the metallic, the traditional one, I do want to try that one because I believe that one is the same thing minus the glitter, and that's what I want. I want this minus the glitter. But if you are a fan of that, if you do like those liquid highlighters that will just give you like this beautiful glitter all over your skin, kind of like the Rihanna pom-pom thing where it's just like body glitter, you're gonna love this because it is very shiny and it's super, super beautiful. The glitters in here are super reflective and you're gonna love it. All right, so the second product that I got in this month's box were some lashes, which I am absolutely in love with getting lashes in these boxes because it's just helping me build a repertoire of lashes, just getting different ones, different styles, something that I've never tried before. I had never actually like experimented with fake lashes before starting my YouTube channel. My mama gave me very long lashes, so I've always just worn mascara and I would be good to go. But now I'm experimenting with fake eyelashes and I get it, ladies. I get it. I get why there's so much to love about fake lashes. You can make your eyes look super like dramatic and bold, or your lashes can be like wispy and very flirty. So I absolutely understand and I've fallen in love with fake eyelashes. So the fact that I'm getting all of these in these subscription boxes is just it's made my heart super happy. So these ones are by the brand Lashaholic Luxury Lashes, and they are in the style Instaglam, so very appropriate. And I had never actually heard of this brand before, but these lashes are super unique. I believe I've never seen like a style like this where they're not as dramatic, and that was my very first impression when I saw them. I was like, they're kind of like, they're not as glam and bold as I would prefer, as I like them to be, but then on the eyes they actually look very beautiful. They look very delicate, they look very flirty, and they do have like that separation between them where they're like different lengths, and they just look super beautiful. And even though I'm wearing like a bold eye look right now, they just fit with the whole look. They were easy to apply. Overall, I really did like them. They're super flirty, they're very delicate, and they just add like a little wisp to the eyes. I love that. And the third product that I got in this month's box was the Jonteblu Glittering Star Eyeliner. I'm not sure if I pronounced this brand's name right, so if I didn't, I do apologize about that. But I had already tried one of their eyeliners before, and I do believe it was Boxycharm, but I'm not 100% sure. But I had tried them before. The last color that I received was actually like a metallic brown, and this one is a black eyeliner, but it does have glitters in there. So it's silver glitter on a black eyeliner, perfect for the holidays. They knew what they were doing. It's just a very beautiful, and the glitters in there do show up when you swatch them. I would be curious to see how it wears on my upper lash line. I haven't worn it that way, so I would be curious to see that. But overall, it's just your standard eyeliner with some glitter on there. Again, if you want to do those looks for the holidays, you can very much count on this one to do something beautiful with it. I've tried this brand twice now, so I do know that their eyeliners are reliable, so I really do like them. And the next product, or products I should say, that I received in this month's box was this little brush set from Luxie, and it's their premium synthetic handcrafted brushes. I've tried Luxie brushes before and I've been a fan. I've been really enjoying their brushes. I've gotten them before on subscription boxes. I have these two right here, which are perfect for bronzer. I use them a lot for that. I use them just to really get in the hollows of my cheeks right here when I'm doing like the darkest color in my bronzer. I go like right up here, and it's like the perfect shape for that, and it's dense enough that it will really blend very well those products that you want in here. Contours are gonna be perfect. These brushes are perfect for that. I have another one right here, which is my clean one, and I also use it to like wipe off the bake underneath my eyes, wipe it off on the sides of my nose, under here. These kinds of brushes are going to be something that they're going to serve you tons of different purposes when it comes to makeup application. So I really do recommend you having some of these in your kit. Again, they're going to be perfect for those contours, for wiping off the bake and so on. So I definitely do recommend these, and I've had them for months now, and they're great quality. They haven't like fanned out or like fluffed everywhere or shed or anything like that, so they're really good. And now that I have these are actually super beautiful. They're gold glitter, and they're just perfect for eye detail work. Whenever I get brushes that are meant for that, for going very detailed with your eye looks, I love that. So you do get like a pencil brush like this one, which is just like a domed on the top, and this one I used it today for my inner corners and even dragging that color a little bit up into my lid. I used it for that. Then you get another pencil brush, but I've never seen a shape like this one. This one at the top, it's kind of like slanted, and I used this one today for my lower lash line and applying that almost like burgundy color in my lower lash line and really like buffing out that color. It worked really well. I just don't understand what like the purpose of the angle is, but I used it for my lower lash line. It worked great. The only thing about these brushes is that I do wish, maybe I'm not used to this kind of like thickness. I feel like they feel kind of like chopsticks. They're super thin. I wish they were a little bit thicker. My usual brush is like this one from BH Cosmetics. Like it's super thick compared to this one. Like the BH Cosmetics one is almost like twice the size of this one. So it is kind of like, it's kind of uncomfortable for me personally, because they are a little bit thin. So it's kind of like awkward to grab them, but not a big deal. And then you have the 121 mini tapered brush, which is this one right here, and it's just a small, it's not that tapered, it's not super at an angle, but it is kind of fluffy, so it will allow you to get really detailed right there in the crease, whenever you want to place that darker or dark kissed color, you want to place it right on your crease, and this is going to really allow you to stay precise and not blow out the color. So it will let you create a precise line on your crease. This will really work great for that. And then this one right here is the mini angled brush. It's the 131, and this kind of a brush I use always whenever they're slanted like this and they're kind of fluffy. I use them for my nose contour. I have like 3 brushes like this one, but this one is the one that's like the thinnest, so I used it today for my nose contour, and it allowed me to create a very precise line. And then I went in with my usual brush, which is this one right here, which is a little bit fluffier, so it allowed me to buff out that color. So precision and then buffing the color, that's when I went in with this one. So that is basically how I used this kit. I really like it. It's very visually appealing. It would make like a really good stocking stuffer, I believe, for the holidays. It's very holiday-esque and they work really well. I love Luxie brushes. I've loved the ones that I have, and I really do see myself using these ones again for nose contour and for all of the applications. And how I use them today, I would use them the same way in the future. And last but certainly not least, you guys know that I always end my Boxycharm reviews with the palette, and the reason that I always save it to the end, and number one, is because I want to walk you through the entire process and the eye look that I create using it, and number two, because eyeshadow palettes are my favorite makeup product like themselves. I don't get excited about collecting or accumulating brushes. I don't get excited about concealers or primers or foundations. Even if I find one good foundation, I will keep buying that one over and over again. But palettes, there is just something about having like different ones, all of the different colors. I can buy one after the other, and I will always just gravitate towards eyeshadow palettes, so that's why I really love Boxycharm, because I get to get a lot of different ones and just build my collection. And that's something that I do get excited for, just getting all of these different colors and comparing each and every single one. But anywho, in this box we got the Ace Beauty Grandiose palette, which is this one right here. It's black with gold. The packaging is very classic, so it's very timeless, very elegant. The packaging did feel a little bit lightweight compared to other palettes, but in itself, the design and the gold foil in here, it's just very classic and very timeless, and I really like it, how sleek and classy it is. So when you open it up, you don't get a mirror, but you do get 8 beautiful eyeshadows. I really enjoyed this palette. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna insert swatches and I'm gonna walk you through the entire process in creating this look. So now for my eyeshadow look, I first started out priming my eyes like I usually do with my Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion, and then I just dabbed it into my eyes. Now what I would normally do from there is set it with my sponge and some translucent powder, but today I didn't do that because I feel I've been noticing in my videos that my eyeshadows, and even in pictures, that my eyeshadows don't pop as much. I really want to get to the point where my eyeshadows look really pigmented, like the way that they do in person. I want them to translate that way on camera, so I feel like I need to amp up the pigment, because the pigment is there, it's just not translating. So I did something different today. I just left my primer as is, and now what I would normally do with a palette like this one is use a color like this one right here, like patchouli, like this one. Use a color like that all over my lid just to start out with a clean canvas. I always do that, but in this case I didn't do that just because I really wanted to get these bold colors, to this red and this pink, to really stand out. Now I did use this color throughout the week for work to again set it all over my lid for a blank slate, and it worked very well. It is super pigmented, and the very first thing that I noticed with this palette as soon as I touched it, it's how soft these shadows are. They literally feel like, it feels like silk in here, so they are super soft and smooth, so I really do love that. Now my first thought when I saw this palette too, the first color that jumped at me was the color Rose, this beautiful fuchsia pink right here. Again, it's super soft and the pigment is there. It was very powerful, so I knew that I could trust it again all over my lid. I use swatches to determine that, because sometimes I will notice that certain colors will be what they called buildable colors, where they don't swatch that great and you do have to pack them on. Those are the colors that I will not use all over the lid, because I don't want the fallout and all of that layering. You can get fallout, so I don't want that. But this color did give me full pigment right away, so I knew that I could use it all over my lid. So I really want to make this beautiful pink the focal point on my eyeshadow look today, and I had never done a red and pink eyeshadow look on my channel, so I figured why not. So anywho, the very first color that I used today on my eyeshadow look was the color Cinnamon right up here, and I used it as my transition shade. I laid it out all over my crease. I laid it out with a fluffy brush like this one just to really blow it out and make sure that everything is nice and super smooth, and that any color underneath that would really blend seamlessly with that one. Now, one thing that I did forget to mention about this palette is that you get 4 mattes and 4 shimmers, equal ratio of mattes to shimmers, which I really do appreciate, because I do need these transition shades. If I want to travel with one palette only and get one look, one solid look out of all of these shades in here, then I really want those transition shades to be included in a palette. Now going back to this one and our eyeshadow look today, after I laid down Cinnamon all over my crease, I went in with Poppy. Now I really wanted that bold red color in my look today. I've never used a color like that for a full look like this one that I have going on today. So I went in deep and again deepened out that crease with this color, just laid it down and really making sure that I got that bold pigment, and I even like stamped it on my outer V's just to really get that definition going. So after Poppy, I just went in with the star of the show, the shade Rose, this beautiful fuchsia pink all over my lids. I did use a flat concealer brush like this one, just a tiny little one, and laid it down all over my lid. If you're someone like me, I was really tempted to just go in with my fingers because a lot of times that's just easier application. I'm used to that, so I just love using my fingers, so I did go in a little bit with my fingers. And then just for more precise application and to really get into the crease up here and not have that lid color like transfer above my crease, I went in with this brush just to be a little bit more precise and to make sure that the last color, that Poppy, the burgundy color, really stayed on the crease and there would be no pink from here up. And then on my inner corners, I am wearing the shade Jasmine, which is this one right here, and it's a beautiful champagne-y shimmery color. It's absolutely stunning. I am wearing it on my inner corners right now, and I am also wearing it as a highlighter today. That is the shade that I use as a highlighter, again because I didn't want to use the glitter drops. Way too much glitter in here, so I just figured I would use this one right here, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's blinding, and I really do love how that turned out. And then after finishing up the top of my eyes, I went in with foundation, did all of my base products, and then came back for my lower lash line. Now on my lower lash line, I did the shade Poppy and just connected this outer corner to my lower lash line, laid it all out again with my Luxie brushes, and really buffed out that color on there. And then on my inner corners, because I wanted to add another color in the palette, I used the shade Clove, this beautiful like neon coral color. Now I will say that the color Clove is the most powdery of them all. It's really weird because the other mattes in here, they worked perfectly fine, but this one, as soon as you dip your brush in here, it will like poof, and you will get a lot of fallout. So if you're someone that doesn't like that, then be careful with that one. And this shade Clove, I wouldn't trust it all over the lid, again because it's super powdery and I do feel like it's gonna get everywhere. And then the other two shimmers in here, the shade Myrtle and the shade Primrose, absolutely beautiful. I really love them. Again, I used them throughout the week and I really did like them on my lid. Applied with my fingers, they worked wonderfully and I didn't have any problems. And of course, to finish up the look, I did eyeliner with my Jonteblu eyeliner, and then I applied my lashes, the Lashaholic lashes in the style Instant Glam, and I was all done with my entire look. On my lips, I'm wearing a gloss that I absolutely love, and it's by Adesse New York. It's their high definition liquid lipstick. It's actually a gloss, but it does stay a long time. It's very long lasting. It's kind of sticky upon first application, but then that fades away, but the color itself will stay there for a long time, so I really enjoyed this one. And that is how the entire look came together. And with that, this review is over. Those were my thoughts for the entire box, for the entire Boxycharm box for the month of November. I really enjoyed all of the products. The only one that I was kind of iffy about were the glitter drops, and just because, again, it's personal preference. It depends with liquid highlighters and highlighters themselves. It really depends if you like glitter in them. I don't, but if you are a fan of that and you enjoy having like body glitters and things like that, you will really love this one. The glitters in there are so beautiful and they just shine. So in the future, I will use them maybe as eyeshadow, because I've done that whenever I am not a big fan of liquid highlighters on the body. I will use them as eyeshadows and they work super beautifully. Now I really do want to purchase a traditional one, the one that is just straight highlighter, and try that one because it's just a product that I can tell that it's metal, it's liquid metal, so I do really want to try that other one. And that is it for this video, you guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this review of the Boxycharm box for the month of November, and we have 1 month left in the year. it's crazy that 2018 has just flown by and we're almost there to another year that I've been on YouTube. So it's just super exciting and I can't wait to keep creating even more and more videos. Let me know in that comment section down below what you thought of this review. What products did you get if you are subscribed to Boxycharm? Do you share my opinions? Do you not? How did you like it? And what different looks did you create with this palette too? This palette is absolutely beautiful and perfect for those fall dark looks. I loved it so much. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Have a beautiful Thanksgiving. I really hope you guys have a great day, just surrounded by friends and family, and that you don't have to work. Hopefully you get to enjoy your dinner. Wish you guys all of the best. Enjoy, hug your loved ones, and just tell them how much you love and appreciate every single one of them. I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, and hopefully I will see you right here on my next video. Bye guys.